In this lecture, we're going to be talking about how to deal with vocalization. We're going to be talking about some techniques and some systems to help you overcome vocalization. First, you need to understand the link between meaning and sound. When you listen to a podcast, to your professor in class, to your coworker, or to your friend during a conversation, talking to you and you talking back, this kind of conversation, sharing information, do you focus on the words themselves or do you focus on the meaning? That's exactly why a source of audio in the background that would kind of calm down this inner monologue and this vocalization system that is kind of a habit that you have, right? Audiobooks are the one thing that can help you the most. Now, if you want to apply that on reading itself, same thing will go for reading, because the first step to stop vocalizing is to stop reading for words and start reading for the actual meaning. Now, for the first things you need to consider is reading units of thoughts instead of words. And we can see that in the example below. The young man trained for years, that's exactly why he won the fight. If you see that as a group, and opposed to the next paragraph, the young man trained for years, and then there's a dash, that's exactly why he won the fight. There's a difference. You are visually recording word units, but you don't perceive them as words, you perceive the meaning out of them. So we're basically talking about occupying the vocalizing system. Whether it's by chewing gum, listen to music, an audiobook, or a pencil between your teeth, you can use different methods to occupy your vocalizing system depending on what type of reader you are, which we talked about in a previous lecture. Research found that by chewing gum, you can actually silence this vocalizing system or this inner monologue. That's exactly why they say usually if you eat gum while you're studying, you're more likely to do well on the exam. So this is something you can use to your advantage. And listening to music, a lot of people listen to classical music, binaural beats, a lot of different music that people can actually listen to, which stimulates focus and concentration. I personally listen to a lot of music when I'm working, and it really helps me concentrate and focus properly. There's been a lot of research behind it, and for some people who feel comfortable with it, it can be extremely beneficial and helpful. And again, an audiobook, as we said before, or even a pencil between your teeth would be helpful. So basically, when you want to put an end to the vocalization, there are some steps that you can take. Widening the field of your vision, or in other words, your peripheral vision, which will help you see group of words such as the example we saw in the second slide. You'll be able to identify and follow thought units instead of words. Noise cancellation to increase focusability. So basically using any tool that can occupy this noise system in your head, this vocalization system that's recurrent. Putting an end to it can increase your focusability. Using perceptual reading instead of wordly reading, which is what we saw in a previous example. Reading clumps as unit of thoughts instead of units of words will eventually help you identify and follow these thought units.